What is the toughest task for a judge? Is it to decide the amount of compensation that should be granted in a case? Or is it to decide the quantum of punishment that shall be passed? The major task of justice, which lies within the province of lawyers, is to give just decisions in a dispute. Deciding disputes involves three kinds of knowledge. The first being knowledge of facts, which means the raw facts that come before a judge. The second being knowledge of law, which is applicable to those facts, which means the law which is prevailing in a country, which will help the judge to initiate the process. And thirdly, and the most important being, knowing the just way of applying the law applicable to those facts. So to apply these just way, the mind of a judge is preoccupied with what has been happening in the past, the olden decisions and the decisions of higher courts. These older decisions gives rise to the concept of precedents. Precedents are the judgments and the cases which have already been decided. And with the development over the course of time, precedent has given and taken a new form, in fact, which is called as stare decisis. Stare decisis involves basically two things. The first being that judicial decisions have a binding force. Binding force clearly means that whatever decisions have been passed, they will bind the lower courts and obviously the citizens of that particular country. They have to follow those decisions. And secondly, judicial decisions, as per stare decisis, have a law quality per se, which means that the wordings of a judge are at an equal footing to the laws which have been made by the legislature or the parliament. Now, for stare decisis to be established and for it to flourish, two conditions are essential. The first being, there has to be a settled judicial hierarchy for us to know as to whose decisions will bind whom. Meaning thereby there has to be a highest court, then a court below that, and the lowest court. And then after that, one of the important aspects of stare decisis is that there should be reliable reporting of cases. That is, there should be a journal where we can refer the cases. So now if you are a part of your judicial system and you as a law student or as a lawyer are searching judgments, then you are a part of stare decisis. Now, stare decisis, as it deals with the past, because it has its roots in precedent, is also related to res judicata. And for that, we'll discuss stare decisis and res judicata in my next video.